This time of year, as it gets colder, there's many people out there that are going to have an issue they have every year, finding the money to heat their homes, especially if they're on benefits, low income, or anything of that nature. It's a hell of a task every year. Is this you? Does this affect you every year? If it does, subscribe to the channel and keep listening. Now, there's a thing that you should all be aware of called the warm home discount. It's something that the energy providers administered. It's something which they worked out whether you qualified for or not. And it's something that they apply to your account as a credit, in a way, helping you reduce the cost of your fuel bills, your energy bills during the winter months. Well, folks, I'm no doubt you're aware that the energy companies are no longer responsible for administering this. It's now down to the DWP. I received an email from somebody, which I want to go through with you, who had a bit of a problem. And let's have a look. Okay, in today's video on energy, nothing to do with smart meters, I contacted my supplier, OVO, since they took over from SSE last year. I had been with SSE for many years, where I both learnt and received the warm home discount. This was a payment of 140 quid paid onto my electricity account, usually in January or February. I needed to apply to my energy company, and they assessed my income figures to qualify. So this is for low-paid workers or people like myself on benefits. I always received it until last year because OVO used different dates to qualify. When I contacted OVO, they said I was past the date to qualify, and so I lost out. Trying to make sure I didn't repeat this, I contacted OVO this week. Now I'm being told that the WHD, warm home discount, has been removed from the control of energy companies, and it's now handled direct from the DWP. I'm also told that WHD no longer requires any application because the DWP are identifying those in need. I'm guessing that people that have received cold weather payments, I have, will now receive £150 paid onto their electricity accounts early next year. I intend on contacting Universal Credit shortly to get a confirmation on this to be sure, as I'm not sure to trust OVO after last year's rip-off. I also asked OVO if they had any 1 or 2 year contracts that were cheaper than my current energy plan since I'm out of my old contract. They replied saying that their current contracts are slightly more expensive than what I'm currently paying. I suspect they're not encouraging new contracts so they can increase prices again, and contracts won't protect people from those increases. So a bit of fun and games there. Now, the warm home discount, they actually say you don't need to apply for it. The DWP will work out whether you're entitled to it or not and act accordingly. Now, I've heard stories where people used to get it just aren't getting it. So, the DWP, I think, do need a bit of a chase up on this, even though they're saying don't ring them. And, it's very important to work out what your situation is. I've even heard of people who are getting it that don't really need it either. So it's a bit of a mess, but, why am I not surprised? Let me know in the comments if you've had any experiences with this. If you want to watch one of my other videos to do with electricity, gas, or anything else, you can watch that one right here. And as always, I look forward to talking to you again soon. Toodaloo.